Good evening. Today we are going to discuss model paper class. We are going to start model paper class from today onwards. So I sent you the model paper. Normally you have to do the model paper before we discuss, and then you can send me an email with the answer. Then after we discuss the paper, we can mark how many marks that you can take. Further, you have to use stopwatch and exactly do the paper to match with 2 hours, right? අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම 2 hours කියන time limit එක achieve කරගන්න ඕනේ, because the time management of the paper is very important, right? Time management of the paper is very important. ඒකින්ද time management එක හරියට අපි කරගන්න ඕනේ. ඒකම paper එක start කරන විදිහත් පොඩ්ඩක් අපි කතා කරමු. ඊට කලින් අපි පොඩ්ඩක් structure එක ගැනත් study කරමු. paper එක අලුතෙන් හැදෙන විදිය 2021 paper structure. MCQ paper එකේ ලොකු වෙනසක් නැහැ නේද? MCQ එක කොහොමත් එක වගේම තමයි තියෙන්නේ. The accounting paper in 2 days. Right? Accounting whole paper you will have to face in 2 days, 2 different days. Most of the time after you finish business studies or economics, you will have a time duration around 2 weeks to face accounting subject. සාමාන්‍ය මේ ඉස්සරින්දම දැන් වෙනකම ප්‍රැක්ටිස් එක වෙලා තිබුණේ මේ විදිය. ඒ කියන්නේ economics hari business studies hari end කරලා after 2 weeks you will have to face for accounting. So you have some extra time to prepare for the accounting paper. So that is an advantage for us to work hard and to do more works to attain A+ marks to accounting paper. So this accounting paper can be divided into two parts. This accounting paper can be divided into 2 parts. I will explain this briefly. You might have seen my video, so I have explained it in Sinhala, so you can watch it if you have any doubts. So accounting paper has 2 papers. First paper and second paper. First paper and second paper. So this is the format, right? First paper and second paper. If you have any A4, please write down this structure. So first paper is having 2 types of questions. First paper is having 2 types of questions, right? First paper is having 2 types of questions. First type of question is multiple choice questions, MCQ questions. Multiple choice questions, then short answer questions. Short answer questions. So these are the 2 types of questions will be tested in your first part of the accounting paper. MCQ, multiple choice, you will give, there are 5 selections, 5 alternative answers. Out of that you have to select the most appropriate one. 5 multiple choices are there. Out of these 5 multiple choices, you have to select the most the most appropriate answer. Right? You have to select the most appropriate answer in multiple choice question section. Further, in this MCQ, you will receive 30 questions. 30 questions. You are familiar with this structure. 30 questions, right? Further, 1 to 10 questions are a little bit easier than to 11 to 30th question. එකේ ඉඳලා 10 වෙනකන් තියෙන questions ටික ලේසි ටිකක්. අපිට ඉක්මනට එක time manage කරලා කරගන්න පුළුවන්. 11 to 30 little bit difficult. You will have to bear some time. So you have to save time from 1 to 10 to do 11 to 30. So you have to do first question to 10th question quickly, because we have to save time to do 11th and 11th to 30th question, right? So keep it in mind, first to 10 question is easy. Don't waste time with these MCQ questions. So for the MCQ questions, you will receive, for one question you will receive 2 marks. Therefore, total marks for the MCQ is 60. Total marks for the MCQ is 60 marks. When it comes to short answer questions, how many questions? 20 questions are there in this short answer questions, right? 20 questions are there. Questions are there in this short answer question. Sometimes you will get Roman numbers, right? That means in a one particular question there are 2 parts, or there may be 4 parts, right? We don't know. You will have to write down the definition of something, or you have to write down some characteristics. Whatever the thing, you have to answer. For each question you will receive again 2 marks. Then the total of short answer question will be 40. 20 into 2, 40. Right. So get the summation of these two, 60 plus 40, 100. Again, 100 will be divided by 2. Then first paper you will get 50 marks. 50 marks. Right? First paper will be 50 marks, 100 divided by 2. Further, you will get 2 hours to complete this paper. 2 hours. 2 hours to complete this paper. 2 hours means how many minutes? 2 into 60. 120 minutes. Right? 120 minutes available to complete the paper. 120 minutes available to complete the paper. Therefore, to achieve 1 mark, how many minutes you can spend? 120 minutes available, right? 120 minutes available divided by 50, right? For one MCQ or short answer questions, your maximum time limit is 2.4 minutes. Very important, this one. 2.4 minutes. Therefore, don't waste time with one question around 5 minutes. If you spend more than 5 minutes, you will be end up the question paper with half completed, right? Don't waste time with the questions. Maximum you can spend only 2.4 minutes. As I said earlier, 1 to 10 questions are easier. Therefore, you can do 1 to 10 question within 1 minute. One question within 1 minute. So you can save time to do some difficult questions by managing this 120 minutes time frame. Okay. So time management is very important. You have to be tactical when you do this paper, first paper, because the 50% mark you will get from this MCQ paper. This is not hard. You can get total 50 marks, but you have to be tactical. If you get any difficult question, when you read it, you know that this is difficult and this is taking higher time. You can circle the question and go to the other one, right? So at the end of the at the end, you can reallocate your time to those difficult questions. එහෙනම් බැරි වුණොත් ඉතින් කනාවක් තමයි ගහන්න වෙන්නේ නේ. ඒක වැඩක් නැහැ. තව දෙයක් තියෙනවා. There is another important part. I recommend you to start the first paper with short answers, short answer questions. So I recommend to start this with this one. මෙන්න මෙයාගෙන් පටන් ගන්න කියලා තමයි මම කියන්නේ වගේ question paper එක. So the question paper එක ගත්ත ගමන්ම දැන් දන්නවනේ structure එකයි ඔක්කොම දන්නවා. So නිකන් කියවන්න උඩින් අරගෙන paper එක වැඩි time එක ගන්න එපා ඒකට. Question paper එක බෙදන ගමන්ම උඩින් තියෙන instructions ටික ඉක්මනට කියව ගන්න. Right. So ඉක්මනට කියවගෙන ආයි instructions කියවන්න time එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ. කෙලින්ම අපි යනවා short answer question side එකට. ඒ කියන්නේ 31 to 50. ගිහිල්ලා ඉක්මනට අපි answers ටික දෙන්න ඕනේ. Right. So you have to complete the second part. Second part කියන්නේ parts wise බෙදලා නැහැ මේකේ. Short answer questions complete කරන්න කොහොම හරි 45 minutes ඇතුළත. ඒකට watch එකත් අරන් අනිවාර්යෙන් watch එකකුත් අරන් යන්න ඕනේ exam එකට යද්දි. ඒතර watch එක බලාගෙන නිකන් watch එක විතරක් අරන් ගිහින් වැඩක් නැහැ. ඒක බලන්න ඕනේ time manage කරන්න නේ. ඒතර accounts වලට තමයි මේ time management එක හරිම වැදගත් වෙන්නේ. ඒතර 45 minutes ඉවර වෙගෙන වගේ එනවා නම් මෙතන අපිට complete කරන්න තව ගොඩාක් questions තියෙනවා නම් මෙතන මේ එලිලා ඉන්න එපා. කෙලින්ම MCQ part එකට යන්න. Right. හැබැයි ගොඩක් හොඳයි මේ short answers ටික ඔක්කොම complete කරොත්, because if you do not have enough time, you can mark MCQs as you want. MCQ ඕනම question එකකට ඉරි ගහන්න තියෙන මේකනේ. cross cup මේ වගේ කතර දාන්න තියෙන වගේ answer sheet එකේ. එතකොට අන්තිම questions දා ඉතුරු වුණොත් ඔක්කොමන්ටම එක එක දාගෙන යනවා. 1 1 1 1 කියලා. මේවා කරන්න එපා හරිද මේ නිකන් කියන්නේ. first question එකට ඔයා answer කරන් ගියොත් මෙතනින් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම 30% වත් හරි. මොකද උත්තර ප්‍රශ්න 10කින් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ප්‍රශ්න 3කටවත් number 1 කියන එක answer එක වෙන්න පුළුවන්. right. ඒතර මේ වගේ advantage එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් MCQ එකේ විතරයි, because short answer questions you have to write down the exact answer, otherwise there will no any marks, right? Therefore keep it mind to be tactical in first paper to achieve 50 marks. මේක ඉක්මනට note down කරගන්න structure එක. ඊළඟට අපි යනවා second part එක discuss කරන්න. Now let's discuss what is the structure of second paper. So 2020 onwards, the structure changed little bit. So first paper we discuss now. First part, okay, you're right. Done. Now we are moving to discuss second paper. As a new addition to the paper, you will get around 10 minutes here. As I remember, 10 minutes as additional reading time. In that time, as in chartered also, we will get around 15 marks to read before we start the question paper. So the same professional practice has been applied to the accounting paper as well, in advanced level syllabus as well. You will get around 10 marks to read the paper. to read the paper and to select the questions that is most convenient for you. So additional time එක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම හොඳට පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕනේ. You have to utilize effectively that additional 10 minutes reading time. You know that the first question and second question is compulsory. First question and second question is compulsory. Right. First question and second question is compulsory. First question and second question is compulsory questions in your second paper. If you analyze 2000 to now, the first question has been composed with company accounts question. Therefore, 2021 also, I'm 2021 accounting paper. 2021 also, you will get the first question, company accounts. Company accounts, right? Company accounts. So under company accounts, what we have to do is, we might have to prepare comprehensive statement of comprehensive income, SOCI, statement of comprehensive income, then statement of financial position we will have to prepare, SOFP, then changes on equity, changes in equity, then accounting notes and property, plant and equipment schedule we will have to prepare, and other attached workings. Other attached workings and notes we have to provide. So company accounts, SOCI, statement of comprehensive income, a statement of financial position, changes in equity, accounting notes, policy changes, then property, plant and equipment schedule, then workings, additional workings you will have to provide in this company accounts question. So you will get 40 marks. 40 marks to this company accounts question. So this mark, previously it was 20 marks. Now it has been extended. That means you have to focus small numbers in the property, plant and equipment schedule, then the notes, changes in equity, SOFP, SOCI, everything you have to provide complete, right? Even the total summation also you have been allocated the mark. Therefore, try to finish this company account question as much as you can, right? So company accounts question consists these elements, right? මෙන්න මේ elements ටිකෙන් තමයි වගෙන් අහන්නේ questions. මෙතන තව question එකක් ඇතුළත් කරන්න සම්භාවිතාවක් නැහැ. කොහොමත් company accounts තමයි මේකේ තියෙන්නේ. Right? Every accounting standards will be tested. Then the adjustments will be tested. Then you have to adjust some bonus issues. Then you have to adjust contingent liabilities, then depreciation adjustments, then additional workings, the allocation of expenses and everything you have to do in company accounts. 40 marks, right? So this is about company accounts. Then the second question will be that is also compulsory question. Second question. Second question, previously in previous papers, the examiner has been tested partnerships and some management accounting question in this second one. But after 2019-2020 papers, if you analyze these papers, you might can see the partnership has been removed from this second question, right? Partnership has been removed from second question and it has been transferred to fifth question. Okay. Therefore, in the second essential question, compulsory question, you can identify management accounting questions. Management accounting questions, right? Management accounting questions. If you analyze the past papers, up to now, they have tested material costing, and overhead cost analysis. Overhead cost analysis in this second question. So these questions are a little bit easier. You have done these management accounting questions, these lessons. So material costing means actually to find out the inventory levels, maximum stock level, reorder level, then safety stock. These inventory levels you can find out. Or sometimes they will give you to find out the inventory valuation based on FIFO or WACC. Then overhead costing means you have to allocate your overheads department wise, production department, then service department. Then you have to apportionate these overheads again from service departments to manufacturing departments. Then you have to calculate absorption rate. Based on absorption rate, you have to find out the cost of the product. So these things will be tested in question number 2. For the question number 2 also, you will be receive 40 marks, right? 40 marks. Compared to this company account, this question will be easier. This question will be easier. But when you start your question paper, first you have to do the question which is easier for you, right? So මේ question number එකෙන්ම පටන් ගන්න ඕනේ කියලා නීතියක් කොහෙවත් දාලා නැහැ, හරිද? ඔයාලට කැමති question එකකින් පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන් ඔයාගේ paper එක. හැබැයි 1 and 2 is compulsory. Keep it mind, don't skip these questions. You cannot skip these questions. These are compulsory questions. Therefore, you have to do these 2 questions. With that, you have to do another 3 questions. 3 questions. මේ දෙකත් එක තව 3ක් කරන්න ඕනේ. Right. So this is the first 2 compulsory questions. Then according to the analysis done, I'll explain what are the other questions that can be tested, so you can prepare your study focus accordingly, right? හරි මේක මුලින්ම ලියා ගන්න. මේක ලියාගත්ත ගමන් මම අනිත් questions ටිකක් discuss කරන්න. Other than two questions, company accounting and management accounting, you have 4 selective questions. Out of that, you have to select 3 questions and answer accordingly. Third question. Third question, fourth question. Third question, fourth question. Fifth one. And finally, sixth question. These are the other 4 questions in second paper. When we analyze the past papers, for the third question, you will definitely get accounting equation. Accounting equation question. Accounting equation question. In this accounting equation question, you will have to record the transactions to the given format. You will have to record the transaction to the given format by the examiner. Further, you will have to prepare draft income statement or profit correction statement in the accounting equation question. But when we analyze some past papers, the examiner has included error corrections. Error corrections, then bank reconciliations, bank reconciliation, bank rec. So these lessons also has been included within this question, right? So we cannot exactly say you will get complete question from accounting equation or it will be included error correction, bank reconciliation. We don't know. Sometimes examiner can include error corrections to the accounting equation, sometimes bank reconciliation and error corrections. Both can be included to the question. However, you will definitely get accounting equation question in third question, right? Third question. Accounting equation is definitely there. So how many marks for this? For this also you will get 40 marks. 40 marks. First and second also 40. First and second, these are compulsory questions. So the main total like 80. 80 marks. 80 marks. Then what will be the fourth question? Fourth question will be consisted with prime entry books. Prime entry books. Then control accounts. Control accounts. Or sometimes not-for-profit oriented organizations. Not-for-profit oriented organizations also can be included, right? So these lessons can be included in the fourth questions. Fifth and sixth question, I cannot exactly say what kind of questions will be tested. Partnerships can be tested in fifth question, but it can be shifted to sixth question as well. We don't know. Sometimes partnership will be tested in sixth question or sometimes in fifth question. In the sixth question, it has been tested highly accounting ratios. Accounting ratios and investment appraisals. Accounting ratios and investment appraisals. In this case, they have tested CVP analysis. Right. Cash flows also has been tested in these two. මෙතනත් අහලා තිබ්බ cash flow කියන එක මේකෙත් අහලා තියෙනවා cash flow. Fifth and sixth question. අපිට ඒක කියන්න බෑ හරියටම කොහොම මේකොල්ලෝ shift කරයිද මේ questions කියලා. එතකොට මෙන්න මේ questions ටික තමයි fifth and sixth වල ඇහෙන්නේ. Partnership, CVP analysis, cash flow, accounting ratios, investment appraisal වගේ lesson වලින් තමයි fifth and sixth question compose වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. So we cannot exactly say what question will be tested from question number 5 and 6, but these questions will be tested in question number 5 and 6. So you have to select the most convenient question in between 5th and 6th. මේ දෙකෙන් ඔයාලට කැමති එකක් තෝරගෙන ලියන්න පුළුවන්, නැත්නම් ඔයාලට මෙයාව අමාරු නම් මෙයාව අතහැරලා මේ දෙන්නව ලියන්න පුළුවන්. So that is up to you. According to a SWOT analysis, you have to identify what is your strength and what is your weakness. So this question also get 40, this one 40, this one 40, but in these four you have to select only 3 questions. So altogether 200 marks divided by 4, then ultimately 50 marks. Ultimately 50 marks. So how we can manage time with these papers, these questions? So අපි ගමු 200 minutes කියන එක, sorry 200 marks කියන එක අපි ගමු මේකට 3 hours හම්බ වෙනවා. මේ paper එකට 3 hours හම්බ වෙනවා. Second paper is having 3 hours. That means 180 minutes. 180 minutes you will get in the second paper, 3 hours. So for the each question, how many minutes? Total 180 minutes. You have 200 marks. For 1 mark, you can spend only 0.9 minutes. So every question is having 40 marks. Therefore, you can multiply this 0.9 by 40. Then 0.9 multiplied by 40 will be 36 minutes. So you can spend maximum 36 minutes for company accounts, management accounting compulsory question, then accounting equation, prime entry control NPOs, then partnership CVP. මේ හැම දෙයකම මේ හැම question එකටම ඔයාලට තියෙන target time එක තමයි 36 minutes. So you have to complete every question at exactly 36 minutes. So you can do like this. You can save time from third question, because this accounting equation question is familiar to you and it can be done within lesser time, right? Within lesser time. So keep in mind, you have to do this question within 15 to 20 minutes, right? So you can save that time to do company accounts and other questions. And මේ විදිහට තමයි අපිට කරන් යන්න වෙන්නේ. නැත්තම් වෙන option එකක් නැහැ ඔයාලට. ඒතර lazy questions අල්ලගන්න මුලින්ම ඒව අරගෙන ඉක්මනට ඒව කරලා time එක save කරගෙන මෙන්න මේ compulsory questions ටිකයි අනිත් අමාරු questions ටිකට ඒ time එක allocate කරන්න තමයි ඔයාලට වෙන්නේ. Right. So this is about the paper structure.